Just waiting for people to see if they're going to be able to join in. I did do this meeting kind of late notice here, but we'll see if anybody decides to join in. Hey, Andrew, can you hear me? See, a few people have gotten in. Can you guys hear me? So if you're responding, I can't hear you. Ethan, can you hear me? I see you. All right.
You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Alex, I see the thumbs up. Andrew, Jeezy, either respond or let me see you guys. Are you guys there? All right. I see Andrew. You good? All right, all right. Jeezy. See Jeezy's iPhone. Okay. Okay. I saw the thumbs up there. Okay. So you guys have completed at this point week 3, I'm assuming? Eh. Okay. So at this point, you guys should be going in there and actually doing code. So you hear me? Ethan, you hear me, right? Okay. So you guys should be doing code. So you should be going through setting up the hopefully you're going through your Zybook classes and you're getting all the information and you guys from what I've seen you guys have started to create your web pages little by little. Again, I'm expecting to get back HTML files, uh CSS files, right? In terms of your styling, in terms of how you guys are styling your websites. And also you're going to be getting into the JavaScript. So in terms of how to do animation, resizing, making sure that everything looks nice, depending on the size of the screens, things like that. So as you continue to go on, you're going to get more commands. You're going to get more ways to be able to style your websites, things like that. I did get from one or two people, aside from, of course, the proposal, which is supposed to be a doc file, which is, you're supposed to give me back or have given me back the specifications of what your website's going to look like. And then you were supposed to go in and look at other real estate websites and then do a comparison and then come back and say, okay, mine's going to look similar or it's not going to look, I don't like the way this thing, they did it. Mine's going to be a little better. I'm going to do it this way. So, that's the initial doc. Everything else going forward, and I think I've got some one or two people basically said, how am I supposed to submit this? Well, you take all your files, your HTML, your CSS, um, all the stuff that you guys have, which makes up your website, and you're gonna zip it up. I'm assuming you all know how to zip, right? Okay. You're gonna zip them up, and that's what you basically give to me. In terms of how I grade things is that I'm going to take your zip file, I'm going to unzip it on my side, and then run it with a browser. I'm going to see what it looks like. So, of course, if you guys give me a doc file or a PDF, it ain't going to work, right? Because it's expecting HTML, it's expecting CSS files, JavaScript, .js files. So I need to see those things. Um, and then I'll look at what you guys did, look at your website, and then I'll grade based on what you guys did. Did you meet the requirements of the assignment? How nice does it look? Does it work? There's some sites that I've seen that I click on the menu and there's no page. Or in the code, it's saying about.html, and then the file's name is the website underscore about .html. So it's not going to run, of course, if the names are different. So you guys have to do a lot of testing. I think getting the sites and getting them done is about maybe a quarter of the battle. Making sure that it all works is about 75% of it. It's like English class, right? You guys write a nice report, but you got to go back and edit it. Edit, 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 edit. So that it looks nice, it reads well, your paragraphs are correct. You don't have run-on paragraphs, which, it makes it hard to read. Same thing with websites and HTML, creating a website. So make sure you guys test everything before you actually give it to me, because you don't want me testing it out and all of a sudden there's a bunch of errors and stuff doesn't work, because that'll take points off. And basically that's where we are right now. Things are just going to progress. You're going to build on what you guys have, and the real estate website just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger and more elaborate. And my hopes is at the end of the course, you'll be able to take that real estate website. And if you have a prospective employer, you could say, yeah, I built it. I have something, and this is what it looks like, and you guys can get a job based on this class. So there are supposedly at some point there will be other classes that'll add in SQL and add in, a bunch of other stuff. So you can get data and actually populate the site with external data from, let's say, a server. But that's not what's happening here. Here is just the building blocks of how to build a website. And I know a lot of people have basically, also asked me, well, how can I get away with not having a code? That's almost impossible. There's no way, you got to know a little coding in order to be able to build a decent website. It's not like one of these things where you could, do it with a graphics program and all of a sudden you just cut and paste stuff and it worked. It doesn't work that way. Yeah, you'll end up with garbage. Yeah, you have to dive in, unfortunately, into some code at least, or at least to know what it's doing, you know? So Any questions at all up to this point in terms of what you guys have learned, Zybook or anything like that, or anything you guys have uploaded? Anything at all? Alex,
I
Andrew, go for it.
oh sorry, I was gonna ask for the Zybook assignment on Moodle. Is there anything that we have to put in the submission folder? Because I
No,
think I remember you.
no, you do it all on Zybook, and then Zybook does the grading, and then I have to manually, unfortunately. Moodle doesn't have a way for me to actually link it to Zybook so that it automatically transfers the grades. I have to actually go in and copy that stuff. I'll be doing that a little bit today, so you guys see some of your grades move over from Moodle, from Zybook. Sorry, I wish. Yeah, I'm gonna have to move it over.
You.
How about the assignments? Anything on the assignments? Anything that's weird? Anything that's you found? I don't get this, And anything, any of you guys? No? Pretty straightforward.
Going two for two now. Sorry, I know.
No, go for it.
But I had one about the um week three discussion.
Yes.
It says that we're supposed to submit it as a Microsoft Word. Does
Mhm.
that mean we're not technically doing any HTML coding
For
in the
the
assignment
discussion,
and we're
no.
just
For a
okay.
discussion, no. For the project assignments, yes. But for a discussion, no. I just want to know what you guys think.
Okay, thank
Yeah,
you.
I'm just getting your opinions back, you know? And based on your opinions and based on what you guys tell, feedback I get back, I change the course for the next semester, for the next couple of people that come in. And it's been like this. I've been doing this now for Milliken for almost about 3 years, almost 3 years. And every semester, I always change a little something, make a little bit better, making things a little bit more understandable so that I don't have those issues the next semester. Anything else? Andrew, anything? You good? Alex, how about you? All right. Jeezy, I haven't heard from you. I'm assuming you're
Good. Yeah.
hey, you good?
Yes, sir.
All right. All right. All
All
right.
right.
All right. All right, guys. Again, if you guys need me for anything, if you want to do a one-on-one, there's something you guys don't understand. I mean, later on in the as you get through the assignments, there are going to be some things that I'm going to ask in the assignment that may not be in the Zybook. So you may have to go to ChatGPT, Microsoft Copilot, the AI instances, and then do a little research. Because to be honest, when you're tasked to do something and you're working for a company and you don't have, all the knowledge right there to make it happen, this is what we do. We go to ChatGPT, we go to Google, we look up stuff, and then we add that and then we test it out. So I want you guys to be a little familiar in terms of looking stuff up and adding it and making your website even better. One thing that I do request, don't go nuts, because I've had one or two people that try to, make their websites like another Microsoft, another Amazon, and it ends up blowing up and they don't know how to fix it and it ends up being a mess and nothing works. So keep it simple, right? The KISS philosophy, keep it simple. So, but yeah, feel free to go in and add little things as long as you guys know what you're doing. All right. And make it your own. Have fun with it. So this, I want this course to be something that you guys not only learn but also enjoy doing. Because, once you start going down the road of building websites and doing stuff, you'd be very surprised how many people after you've done what you've done will ask you to build a website. Hey, can you do this for me? Can you do that for me? And it's a great way to make side money. Great way to make side money if you're not doing this for a company. All right. All right, guys. If there's no questions, I'm gonna let you go so you can have a great weekend. All right. All right, guys. Take care. Have a great weekend. And sorry for the delay in me getting this meeting out to you.